DayZ. Is it worth a buy? Well, let's read, shall we? We all know what it is, Mac, but let's read. Welcome to the world of DayZ, hit by a new and presently unknown infection which has wiped out most of the world's population. You are one of a few that has survived, and now you must search this new wasteland in order to fight for your life against what is left of the indigenous population, now infected with the disease. Go solo, team up with friends, or take on the world, as you choose your path in this brutal and chilling landscape, using whatever means you stumble upon to survive. So there you go, that's what DayZ is. We all know what it is. If you can't be asked to watch the rest of this very short video, here is DayZ in essence. Sounds good, looks good, plays horrible. There you go. Thanks for watching. Now actually I'll go into a bit more depth with it. The engine, guys, it's the same thing that's plagued the DayZ mod when it was an Arma 2 mod. In fact, when they announced that this was going to be a standalone game, I was so excited because I thought finally they've realised that the engine they had for that was horrible, and it kind of ruined the game. That's why I didn't play a lot of DayZ, because I actually preferred WarZ, even though I hate the way WarZ was implemented. I hate the way I hate everything about what WarZ was, but you know, it can't be denied that the actual engine of that game was better than DayZ. DayZ, the Arma engine's always been clunky. You know, it's even when you go back to Operation Flashpoint, it was always, it just didn't feel right. You know, and that's the same thing with the standalone version. I was gutted when I first started playing this and realised how awful the control mechanism is. I mean, the controls that you set up are bad enough. The mouse acceleration toggle just doesn't even work. But there's more to it than that. The engine just, it feels wrong. If you've played Rust, you'll know what I mean. Rust is a survival game, first-person survival game, similar to this. That plays brilliantly. It feels great. A good FPS game should feel like an extension of your physical body. The movement should be seamless. Picking up and dropping objects should be seamless. Going from an inside environment to an outside and vice versa should be seamless, and you shouldn't even notice. But with DayZ, you fucking notice, alright, because it's awful. It's almost as if the walls and tables are magnetic in your metal. You get kind of sucked in, and the whole way you turn changes. I mean, I've got a top of the range PC. I mean, I can run anything in full detail, and with this, although I'm getting a high frame rate, the control just feels as if it's lagging. It feels like it's a bad mouse acceleration, but I've toggled mouse acceleration on and off and it makes no difference. But even if mouse acceleration wasn't there, it still wouldn't be right. It's just wrong, and I'm blaming the engine. I believe this is a hybrid of the Take On Helicopters engine. Says it all, really. I don't know. It's just a shame. This game looks fabulous. The world looks great. The whole way you run looks great. The zombies even look quite good. The concept is great. The world is massive. I want this game so bad. You know, I want to go to bed with this game. I want to have babies with this game. But then you kind of get into bed with it, and then you realise it's got a chastity belt on. And Mac, what are you talking about? That's a terrible analogy. Yeah, forget all that. It teases you, you know. You kind of think, oh yeah, I want you so bad, and then you start playing with it, and it's like, yeah, shit. It is, honestly, guys, £20, and it's awful, and it pains me to say this. Out of all the survival games out there that are first person, this is the worst. Yeah, it is. It's dreadful. I can't get over how bad it is, and you know, it sold 1 million units, probably off hype. What's the point in having a game that looks great, sounds great, but plays shit? And that's what you got here. It's even worse when you pick something up. The mouse changes yet again. I think they've tried to make it too much of a simulator, and they've f***ed it up royally. I had a look down my friends list. I'll have a look now while I'm on. Right, here we go, guys. DayZ. I have 62 friends that own this game, right? 62 friends. I'm going to quickly go down how long they've played this for. 0.7 hours. 5 hours. 1.2 hours, 0.6 hours, 0.4 hours, 3 hours, 3.2 hours, no hours, 1.7 hours, 0.4 hours, 0.7 hours, 1.9 hours, 0.1 hours, 9.9 hours, 0.7 hours, 1.2 hours. Speaks volumes, guys. Don't take my word for it. Take the word of 63 people who actually have this in my friends list. As you can clearly see, they aren't impressed. There's, what, a handful of them that have actually played it in excess of, say, 10 hours. Most people are between 0.1 and about, 3. And that says everything about it. And I actually spoke to one last night, and he said exactly the same as me. It's the control, and it is, and that's the problem with it. If you're thinking of buying this game, I have to tell you now, don't. It's awful. I'm going to come back to this in about 6 months, maybe 3, depending on what kind of updates come out and how big they are, and I'm going to re-review it in the hope that they fix this engine, because if they do, it's going to be an awesome game, and I'm hoping upon hope that they fix it. But if they don't, then what a failure this game's going to be. So at this moment in time, guys, it has to be said, DayZ is definitely not worth a buy.